The leader of the communist revolution and the former president of Cuba, Fidel Castro, has died at the age of 90. Castro led Cuba for almost half a century. He built a communist state on the doorstep of the United States and defied numerous attempts to overthrow him. He handed power over to his brother, Raúl, in 2008. Well, Carlos Benoit joins us now from the Dominican Republic to talk about Fidel Castro and the legacy that he will leave. Carlos, how is Fidel Castro's death likely to go down across the region, across Latin America?
Well, maybe as everyone knows, Fidel Castro got his lights and his darks according to politics and according to international relationships. But Fidel Castro is considered the last one of the biggest one in the Americas. That's the face that we have about Fidel Castro, and a very, very strong one.
Does he leave behind a divided country? Or is his legacy secured?
Well, of course, Cuba is a divided country, but everyone, I have been in Cuba, we have been in Cuba, and everybody really loved Fidel Castro in Cuba, no matter what, and no matter how, but everyone was always talking about Fidel Castro because of health, because of education, and because of the international respect that he got for Cuba.
So how adored is he by the people of Cuba then?
Well, Cuba is facing now a different future. Cuba can't stay behind. Now Cuba had to start an open world. Cuba has to insert in the rest of the world. But I think they have led the country. I'm talking about Fidel and then his brother Raúl. They have led the country in the real bad moments. They faced the international problems. They really faced the empire, the North Empire, and they can still be there. Then I think they will be divided. They will turn into the international community now. That's what we think here in the region.
And will the region, will Central America and Latin America be ready to embrace Cuba and welcome Cuba back into the international community?
Of course, we love Cubans. Indeed, here Cubans are considered very, very similar to us because of customs, because of the language we speak, the rum that we drink, the food that we eat. Cubans are really, really people from Central America and the Caribbean. We are like a family. Cubans, no matter how different politics in mind, and that Cubans are Cubans. People is people, and we love Cubans. Then we will be in touch with Cuba again. That's what we think.
Okay, Carlos Benoit, thank you very much for joining us there from the Dominican Republic. So just to recap then, this breaking news here on TRT World this morning, that's that Cuba's former revolutionary leader Fidel Castro has died at the age of 90. That's according to state TV. No further details of the causes of death have been released. Castro led the revolution that saw the overthrow of the former leader, Batista, who was US-backed in 1959. He then served as the prime minister until 1976, when he became president. And he served as president until 2008, when Poor health saw him hand over to his brother Raúl. He was a Marxist-Leninist, and he turned Cuba into a one-party communist state, the first of its kind in the Western Hemisphere. His supporters say that he was a champion of socialism and anti-imperialism, particularly American imperialism. However, critics say that he was a dictator who saw multiple human rights abuses and an exodus of more than 1 million Cubans. Also, the economy decline during his years in power. He did bring in free healthcare and education for Cubans. That was one of his legacies, and he did famously say that history will absolve me. He made his last public appearance for his 90th birthday back in August, and we will bring you more details on the death of Fidel Castro as we get them here on TRT World.